gift of life is God's gift to you. What you do with your life is your gift to God. Awo Osun Kunle is my Godfather. His back is the ladder upon which I ascended in my spiritual growth and development. For 21 years, he has been a servant of Orisa, a priest in the Yoruba tradition, dedicated to the service of the deity Osun. 6 years ago, he was initiated, ordained as a high priest, a Babalawo, which means father of mystery. Today, as an advisor to many junior priests and a counselor to thousands of non-priests, Osun Kunle is the walking embodiment of the Yoruba proverb, "No one knows the mysteries that lie at the bottom of the ocean." My Godfather recognizes that he is a spiritual being. He has dedicated most of his life to identifying, understanding, and making peace with the mysteries of life and spirit. He is at one with his spiritual self. He has been able to integrate his spiritual understanding into a practical concept through which he addresses the day-to-day issues of living. By watching him and being guided by him, I too have come to understand the mysteries and conflicts that African American men face and live to heal. I met my Godfather when I was 11 years old. His sister and I were best friends. I spent so much time at their home. His parents practically raised me, and he became my older brother. When I had a performance in school, he was there. When I had problems in school or at home, he was there. When I needed advice, guidance, or straightening out, he gave it to me, openly, honestly, and lovingly. When I got pregnant at age 16, Osun Kunle stopped being my brother. He became my father, the father I needed and never had as an active participant in my life. He taught me that my body could fail, but my spirit could not. He examined and, in some cases, denounced my behavior, but left me, my spirit, intact. He let me know that no matter what I did or did not do, he loved me because I was his spiritual child, and he would always be there for me, spirit to spirit. I was separated from my Godfather for many years. When I saw him again, he had been initiated into the priesthood. I noticed a change. It was subtle, almost unidentifiable, but you know when there's something different about your father. Years later, I realized those changes were the manifestations of a cultural identity. The initiation, his training in the priesthood, his exposure to a culturally philosophical construct had transformed him from a black man in America to a spiritually astute cultural custodian for the descendants of Africans in America. He was no longer concerned with the constructs and limitations of the society. He was standing on the backs of the ancestors. He was taller. He was stronger. I was not ready, nor did I understand the change. Another separation followed this brief reunion with my Godfather. This time, it was of my own design. I was not ready to surrender, to give up my materialistic, ego-centered lifestyle to embrace a life of philosophy of spiritual constructs and principles. I was very busy, struggling, suffering, trying to make it as a black woman. I did not want anyone to tell me what to do or how to do it. I had no concept of what being a spiritual being or being of African descent had to do with my day-to-day living. I was looking for personal freedom, political equality, and a good man. Things I thought were being taken away or in some way denied. My godfather was talking culture, discipline, and spiritual evolution. I thought he had lost his mind. By the time we saw each other again, I had been initiated into the priesthood. Without skipping a beat or asking any questions, he took me into his tutelage. He began to teach me the mysteries and protocols of being a priest, a master herbalist, a well-grounded student of astrology, a keeper of the culture, and a spiritually sensitive master. Osun Kunle guided me through the most difficult transformation of my life, from a physical being into a spiritual being. It was indeed a difficult process. I was not always obedient to the things my godfather said and taught me. I did not understand the Yoruba proverb, old eyes have wider vision. I had my own way of seeing things. I had good reasons for hanging on to mental restrictions, emotional limitations, and frailties of humanness. My godfather never argued with me. He was never aggressive nor demanding. He never pushed or prodded me, he never pushed or prodded me to accept his way. Nor did he ever insist that I do anything because he said do it. He always gave me the opportunity to choose. When I made poor choices, he instructed me on how to bring myself back into balance. He gave me the truth in such a simple and concise way. It cut through my flesh and bones and into my soul. When I disobeyed his gentle advice, he would simply nut up, thereby allowing me the opportunity to see the error of my ways and learn from my own mistakes. Inevitably, every time I messed up, it would be something he had told me, taught me, or even given to me that would bring me back to my senses. Today, when people say I'm a powerful orator, I say no, I'm a student of Osun Kunle. When I'm told how simple and clear my writing is, I say, don't thank me, thank my godfather. When people meet me, having heard my tapes or read my work, they always remark, I thought you were much older. I respond, I am an old student of Osun Kunle. I love my godfather in a way that is indescribable by words. It is an honest love. It is an open love. It is the love between a man and a woman that has opened my eyes to the divine unity of life. This love has brought balance and clarity into my life. It is a divine love inspired and maintained by God. It is the foundation from which I move and breathe every day of my life. It is not what my godfather has done for me that I love. It is what he has given to me, a philosophy, a concept, a framework for spiritual evolution and living. It is not the way he does things that has given me the concept of manhood. It is what he has been able not to do. He has not become a pawn in life or a victim of the world. Many people, including my own father, did not and do not understand the relationships that I have with my godfather. Of course, we've been accused of being lovers. I suspect that is because so many people do not understand how to express love without a physical act. My godfather and I make love in our hearts and minds. Anything else would be incestuous. I do not like to share him with anyone. I know that is a vestige of humanness I still cling to. I realize he must be shared with the world. He has taught me the true meaning of living as a feminine energy by being a healthy and complete expression of masculine energy. I hope that my words, infused with the wisdom of his words, will be as healing for you as they have been for me. Ashe. And that is an excerpt from The Spirit of a Man, A Vision of Transformation for Black Men and the Women Who Love Them by Iyanla Vanzant. Ashe. Thanks for listening. I'll be back with another excerpt tomorrow. Peace.